So this is the first software what we are going to learn how to use ChatGPT, what are its uses. So let's request time and let's get started. So over here on my screen, as you guys can see now, this is the search engine. So you guys can use any. Okay, you guys can use the Opera Mini or you guys can use the Mozilla Firefox. But for me, I'm using the Google Chrome. Okay, so to open ChatGPT, there are different ways. Okay, so you guys can just type in your search bar as the openai.com. Otherwise, you guys can directly search for ChatGPT itself. Okay, so if I just write Chat GPT, and over here now, let's click on enter to search. And here you guys can see that I do have this first page. Okay. So over here now, if I just click on ChatGPT, you guys can see they will just redirect me to this particular space. Okay. So from here, let's say if you don't have any account, in that case, first you need to go to this sign up option. Okay. And from sign up option, what you need to do is you need to put out your email address. You need to create a one password. Then if you click on continue, let me show you guys right over here. So let's go with one and Gmail got. So once I'm done, let's click on continue. And over here, you guys will see that they'll ask you for a password as well. Okay, so once you put your password, if you just click on continue, they'll just verify your email address from where you will be putting on that particular code. And after that, your account will be activated. Okay, so this is just an email address, which I do have just put right over here, a dummy one. So once you can come here and let's go back right over here again. And if I just click on login, you guys will be able to see that I will be able to log in over here quite easily. So I will just continue with Google. So let's come here. Let's click on cancel. Okay, for this one. And now I will just come here. And if you do want me to come here, let's say login. Let's continue with Google. Let's cover it over here. Let's click on continue over here as well. And let's see how it will actually show. So over here, you guys can now see that I am over here in the workspace of the ChatGPT. So here, this is basically the logo of ChatGPT. And if you take a look here, you guys can see that here I can just type my messages around. Like if I do want to talk with it, I can come here and I can talk over here as well. Okay, so here you will have the option of ChatGPT. If you do want to create a new chat, I can come here and I can create a new chat. If you do want to explore more GPTs, you guys can come here and here you guys can actually explore more GPTs right over here. Okay, like this is a math solver, this is an SQL expert. Like if you do want to work on with SQL, it will just help you with that. Okay, this is an image generator, so we will be learning about DALL-E as well. Okay, so this is a data analyst, which you guys can use as well. So now on the left hand side corner, if you guys take a look, these are some of my searches, okay, which I have done. So here you guys can see these are all my searches which I have done using ChatGPT. I can come here and I can check those things out. And also, let's say if you don't want to use the free version of ChatGPT, now you think that you need an upgraded plan for ChatGPT. So just come down over here and an option called upgrade plan will be present just underneath. So if you just click on upgrade plan here, you guys can see that here you need to pay like $20 per month, and you will get early access to all the new features. You will get access to the ChatGPT 4. You will also get the DALL-E image generator. Okay, so over here you guys will get access to ChatGPT 3.5, and also you will get limited access to GPT-4o. Okay, and here also you will get limited access to endless data analysis, different kind of file uploads, web browsing, and also custom GPTs. Okay, you will get limited access over here. So if you think that you are using ChatGPT on a regular basis, then the plus option is quite an bargain for you. Okay, so also if you are using for a business purpose, you guys can go to business, and over here you guys can upgrade this onto a team. Okay, so over here for each team, $25 per person per month. And also if you do want to work with a big size business, in that case you guys can just contact their sales and you guys can get access to that. Okay, so under ChatGPT over here, if they're also the same thing, if you want to just turn it into ChatGPT Plus, you need to make sure that you upgrade over here. Over here, you guys will get all the information regarding your account over here. Like, do you want to sign in? If you do want to change the settings, you guys can do that. If you do want to customize ChatGPT, and over here, you will be able to check all your GPTs. Okay, so over here, the same thing. So let's go back right now. And again, let's come back over here. And now here you guys can see this particular small site. If you do want to upload anything from computer, you guys can come here and upload it from computer. Otherwise, if you do want to connect it to your Google Drive, you guys can just connect it to Google Drive and upload anything over here. And also over here, if you do want to connect it with your Microsoft OneDrive account, in that case, you will be able to do that. So as we have already said in the first chapter of what ChatGPT does, so we need to understand that properly. Okay, so basically ChatGPT helps you to answer like a human being to you, to the questions you ask. Let's say on top over here you do have a different kind of option, like if you want them to explain what is a superconductors or just plan a relaxing day, upbeat outfit to look good on camera, fun fact about the Roman Empire, anything you ask. Okay, so for me, let's say, tell me about artificial intelligence. Okay, so if I just ask ChatGPT about artificial intelligence, and as I have given the prompt already, so if I just click on enter, you guys will be able to see that here it do give me a description about artificial intelligence. So there it has provided me with the definition of artificial intelligence and what are the key concepts in AI. Okay, so it consists of machine learning, it consists of deep learning, and here you guys can see it consists of natural language processing, which is the NLP. Here you guys can see robotics, expert systems, and also the computer vision. So here you guys can see in what applications that we can use AI in. So it can be used in the healthcare, it can be used in finance, it can be used in automotive, retail, in case of entertainment and manufacturing as well. Okay. And over here, you guys can see the ethical and the social considerations. Okay, like the employment might decrease, then the privacy might get breached, and also it might be bias and fairness. Okay, and also about accountability. So over here, if you just take a look on the future of AI, here you guys can see the general AI, the explainable AI, the AI governance. Okay, so it will just move into these three general ways or general system. So once you keep on using AI, it will get you more information regarding that. Okay, so this is about this particular option right over here of how you will start actually creating answers. And over here, let's say I do have asked a question, but if you just take a look, that it gave me that answer quite efficiently. But over here now, if I search something else, okay, let's say talk to me, casually, like a friend, like a friend. Okay, so if I just give out this prompt here, you guys can see that sure thing. So AI is pretty fascinating, right? It's all about making machine smart enough to do things we usually associate with human intelligence. So here you guys can see the safe thing which was written on top. This one was in a professional manner. But I told ChatGPT that please talk to me casually like a friend. So here you guys can see now the answer or the responses it is generating to me, it's like a human itself. Okay, over here you guys can see it's about making machines smart enough to do things we usually associate with human intelligence. So it is more of a human-like feeling once you ask. Okay, and if we just give them some directive prompts, let's say if I tell them generate me 100 words essay about ChatGPT. So they will be taking that into consideration, like they will understand that you are telling them to generate an essay of 100 words regarding ChatGPT. So according to your prompt, they will basically work. And let's say now I'm searching about artificial intelligence right over here. So in one particular chapter, or let's say in one particular page, I need to make sure that I don't uh, put 2 or 3 topics at the same time, because I won't get an accurate answer. Let's say over here I'm talking about artificial intelligence. Let's say I want to search about different things. Let's say I want to know more about sports. Okay, so in that case, what I need to do is I need to come here, I need to click on new chat, and I need to make sure that I start a new topic from a new chat itself. Okay, so it will just maintain the accuracy of my conversation with ChatGPT. Okay, so this is about that. And also, let's say if I just come right over here, and if you want me to share this particular file, let's say I want to share it with my friend or with my colleague, the thing which I have generated. So in that case, I will come here, I will just click on to the share chat option. And over here, you guys can see that I do have this particular link. Okay, so over here now, if I just click on create link, here you guys can see this particular link is being copied. Okay, and now from here, I need to make sure that where I do want to send it. Do I want to send this particular link to LinkedIn? Do I want to give it in Facebook? Do I want to give it in Reddit or in X, formerly known as Twitter? Okay, so I'll show you how you will be able to open this link up, or the one you sent, how they'll be able to open. Let's open up a new browser. Let's go here on top, Control V to paste. And over here now, if I just click on enter, you guys will see that I will have this type of page. Okay, so over here you guys can see the topic over here. Here also you guys will be able to see that what all did I search. And if you're coming down, and here you guys can see the whole conversation between me and ChatGPT is viewable right over here. And the same way, if you just click on get started with ChatGPT, which will take you to a new page where you yourself can get started with ChatGPT. Okay, but if you want to view someone else's work, which they do have shared with you, you guys can come here and you guys can use Mac from here as well. Okay, so now you guys can actually copy this link or share, make this chat discoverable, allows it to be shown in web searches. Okay, so if I just turn on this one, let's copy this one, let's come here. Now, Control V, and then let's click on Enter. You get the same thing right over here as well. So let me just close this thing down. I will just close this one up right over here as well. This is how you guys can work with ChatGPT. Okay, so over here under options as well, if you do want to rename it this one, you guys can come here. Let's say this is not, I don't want this one to be the topic of my searches, or I don't want this particular thing to be the topic of my search over here into ChatGPT. So in that case, if I don't want to rename it, let's go to rename option, and over here I can just rename it as the description about AI. Okay, so once I am done, so let's click on enter. Here you guys can see now the name has been changed. Okay, so from here also you guys will be able to share if you do want to. Just click onto the sides over here into this three dot, and over here you guys can just share your file. And let's say from your searches, if you do want to delete anything, let's say if I come here and from here I can just delete this one, or if I don't want to save it, I can archive it as well. Okay, and from here, if you do want to close the sidebar, you guys can close the sidebar, which will give you more space over here. If you do want to open the sidebar, you guys can open the sidebar right over here as well. Okay, so for now, let's open the sidebar. And yeah, I hope you guys have understood this class on how you can work with ChatGPT or get started with that. So we'll learn how to generate a prompt over here in ChatGPT, how to get the accurate result of your searches. So let's not waste time and let's get started. So over here, as you guys can see, now I'm over here in the workspace of ChatGPT. So from here now, whatever you write over here into this particular search bar is basically known as a prompt. Okay, so let's say right over here, write me an essay. Okay, so if I just give out this prompt, you see what they will ask. Okay, so they're telling me that certainly, could you please specify the topic or subject you'd like the essay to be about? Additionally, any specific guidelines or requirements would be helpful. So over here, they already know that I do want to write the essay, but they're asking me about which topic am I want to write. Okay, so from here, if I come and if I tell ChatGPT, suggest me some topics on superhuman comics. Okay, so I will just tell ChatGPT that, okay, so you suggest me some topics regarding which I should write an essay about. Okay, so here, once I have put this one, here you guys can see that here they will put that here are some interesting and engaging topics on superhuman comments that you might consider for your essay. Okay, so the first one is the evolution of superhuman characters in comics, the role of morality and ethics in superhuman comics. So there are 10 different options. Okay, so over here, let's say I do want to know about psychological depth and complexity of superhuman characters. So there are two different ways of how I can give this particular prompt into my search bar. One is if I just come here and if I just copy this thing, Control C, and if I just paste it right over here, I can just get the particular prompt. But the same way, if I come here and now if I write me and essay about number 5. Okay, so if I just give this particular prompt and if I just click on enter, automatically you guys will be able to see that now the topic was psychological depth and complexity of superhuman characters. Okay, so over here directly it understood which one is the number 5, and then it provided me with this regular topic, and over here I do have an essay. Okay, so over here now if you tell ChatGPT that well can you just give me this same essay in 150 words. Okay, so if you just tell that, okay, you have written an essay, I do like the essay, but I want you to give this particular essay to me in only 150 words. Okay, so this is the prompt I'm giving, and if I just click on enter, you guys will be able to see that now they will just give me the whole thing in 150 words. Okay, if you do want to count what is the word, here you guys will see that it is around 150 word as well. Okay, so here you guys can see this big essay has turned down into a small description about the essay over here in 150 words. Okay, so this is quite amazing. This is how you guys can actually work. And also if you want to change the model, let's say from here, if you want to go to GPT 3.5, okay, so you guys can come here and change it from here as well. And also you guys can check like, do you think that this was a bad response? Okay, you guys can select that if this was a bad response over here. Okay, and you guys can change it as well. Let's say I don't like this, whatever it is being generated. Okay, if I don't want to come here and if I do want to remake this one, or if I want to remake this, what I can do is I can come here and I can just click on regenerate, and here you guys can see it will just regenerate me the same thing over here, and they'll ask that was this response better or worse than the last one. Okay, so if you come here, so you can come here and you can just select that one, and also you guys can see what model of ChatGPT you're using. Okay, so over here, if this was again a bad response, you guys can mark this one as a bad response. Here, if you want to regenerate the text again, according to your prompt, you can regenerate the text again right from here. Okay, and I have already showed you how you will be able to share those. And now let's come here and let's go and let's create a new chat. Okay, so this is ChatGPT is basically used for a lot of things. So let me ask ChatGPT users of in what all cases that I can use ChatGPT. In what all cases ChatGPT is useful for me. Okay, and if I come here, if I just click on enter, you guys will see that over here they will show me different options in what cases ChatGPT is important for me. So here it is important in information retrieval and research. Okay, so over here I do have already shown you that for doing some research, how it is helpful. Okay, and if you want to retrieve any information, you guys can do that. This is also helpful in writing and content creation. Okay, this is useful in learning and education. It is also useful in programming and technical assistance, decision making and planning. Okay, and also for personal development, well-being, entertainment and leisure, communication and social interaction, business and professional use. And this is also used for coding as well. Let me create up a new chat right over here. And if I come here and the first thing, if I write that acts as a financial advisor. Okay, so if I come here and if I just search this thing and if I just click on enter, and here now you guys can see now I have to provide all of this information to him. Okay, so now if I just tell my monthly salary is 10K dollar and my expenses throughout the fund is around 4K dollar. And now if you tell, so how you will it suggest me to save up my rest of the money. Okay, so you're asking this simple question over here, and if you come here, if you just put out a question mark over here, let's say, and if you click on enter, here you guys can see that they will basically provide me with this kind of information. Okay, so my information was that my monthly salary is 10K and my expense throughout the month is around 4K, and how much will you suggest me to save up my rest of the money. Okay, so here you guys can see that now you do have 6,000 left to allocate, and over here now you guys can see that here is a structured plan to help you save and invest your remaining income effectively. So over here you guys can see save 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Okay, and this is for the emergency fund, which is around 12 to 24,000, and allocate a portion of your surplus income each month until you reach this goal. For example, saving $1,000 per month would build a 12,000 emergency fund in a year. Okay, and now let's try to understand about the retirement savings. Like, what is your goal? You need to maximize contribution to retirement accounts. Options are 401k, IRA, traditional, or Roth. Okay, so over here you guys can just read these things out, and also if you want to select that you live in this particular country and what is the best way to save your money through that. And also here you guys can see that here you do have the breakdown. For emergency fund you should get 1,000 bucks a month. For retirement saving, 15,000 a month, 1,500 a month, and for investment put on 2,500 each month. Short-term goals, let's say you do have to buy anything, in that case 500 a month. And also for your personal development and fund, make sure to save 500 a month. And for extra savings, or if you do have any kind of debt which you're repaid, in that case $1,000 a month, you need to make sure that you pay. So you guys can just check out all this goal, what is going to be the action and what is going to be the monthly allocation. Regarding your situation, you guys can just come here and you guys can work with this one out. And here you guys can see, you guys can just work with this particular options. And now if you do want to search more, okay, if you do ask me that what all banks in the US do give the highest interest rate on savings account. Okay, so if you just search this particular thing, here you guys will see that here you do have all of these options. Here you do have the DALL-E Bank, you do have the American Express National Bank, here you do have the Capital One 360, here you do have the Discover Bank. So you guys can come here and check all of their offers regarding this. So this is how you guys can generate a prompt, and basically you guys can talk with ChatGPT. So now if you come here, let's create a new chat over here. And now if I just give them a prompt, let's say I do want it to write me article. Okay, so for that I need to make sure that how many words article do I need, about what topic I'm doing the article, and how do I want it to sound. Okay, so the first thing is write me an article about the sports event in the first ever Olympics. Okay, so if I come here and if I just give this particular prompt, here you guys can see that I will have this kind of a title. So here you guys can see that inaugural Olympic Games, a glimpse into ancient sporting glory. So this is the article which I have over here. But now let's say if I want to learn more about a particular sport, okay, or if I do want to increase it, let's say I do want it in 5,000 words. Can you give me this article in 5,000 words? Okay, and if you just click on enter, here you guys will see that it is generating. Okay, so over here now it will just expand it. So here you guys can see now it is it have divided this one in chapter. So chapter 1 is origins and historical context. The second chapter is the athletic events, and moreover here you guys can just regenerate. Over here you guys can see it is actually trying to regenerate right over here itself. So now again over here, if you take a look that I do have expanded the article, and here you guys can see the same title, but over here now I do have this in 5,000 words approximately. And over here also sidewise you guys can see that the first chapter contains around 1,000 words, this one around 800, this one around 1,200, this one approx 800 over here as well, approx 700, 400, 600 right over here, and for confusion I do have 200 words. So the total word count approximately is 5,000 words right over here. So I can just make sure that this one was better thing which I do have asked for. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys do have understood this class on how you can basically generate prompt, how you can actually specify things to ChatGPT of what you're looking for, which will help you to get a more accurate answer from ChatGPT, and it is quite efficient at the same time as well.